The Kerala story hit theatres on May 5th amid opposition and even calls for a ban. The film by Sudipto Sen claims that 32,000 girls from Kerala were forcibly converted to Islam, but this 32,000 number is bogus and one that's not supported by any fact or evidence. In the last few days, the makers of the film have sometimes backtracked on this number and sometimes held on to it. No one is denying that in 2016, around 25 people from Kerala were radicalized and they joined Islamic State. But where did this 32,000 figure come from? And why have the makers of the Kerala story backtracked on this number? Let me explain. It was in November last year that the Kerala story's first teaser was released. It was in this 1 minute 20-second clip that the protagonist of the film, Shalini Unnikrishnan, claims that like her, 32,000 girls have been converted and buried in the desert of Syria and Yemen. The YouTube description of the teaser called the film a heartbreaking and gut-wrenching story of 32,000 females in Kerala. So the film teaser makes two major claims. One, that 32,000 girls from Kerala have been converted, and two, that they had joined ISIS. On April 26th, a 2-minute 45-second trailer of the film was released. The YouTube description here states that the Kerala story is a compilation of true stories of 3 young girls from different parts of Kerala. The 32,000 figure here had disappeared. But it's not just the YouTube descriptions of the film that have changed. The makers appear to be wishy-washy on the figure. Director Sudipto Sen recently told ANI that the number 32,000 is not important. And though they had said that 32,000 girls had left their homes, they didn't say that they had joined ISIS. He also went on to say that while they had filed an RTI to know the whereabouts of the girls, the Kerala police was yet to reply. So where did this 32,000 figure come from then? Sudipto had told fact-checking website Alt News that the figure was based on a Times of India report. But this report can't be found on the internet and Sudipto is yet to produce it. But in another interview given by the director to a YouTube channel called Festival of Bharat, Sudipto claimed that the figure was based on a report tabled in the State Assembly by then Kerala Chief Minister Oomen Chandy in 2010. Sudipto claimed that Chandy had said that approximately 2,800 to 3,200 girls were taking up Islam every year. Based on this figure, Sudipto claimed that this amounted to 32,000 girls in 10 years. So is there any truth to this claim? Oomen Chandy did present figures related to conversion in the State Assembly, but in the year 2012 and not 2010 as claimed by the director. Oomen Chandy did say that 2,667 young women converted to Islam since 2009. But this is not a yearly statistic as claimed by Sudipto, but over a 3-year period between 2009 and 2012. Oomen Chandy had at the time also said that 79 women had converted to Christianity and 2 to Hinduism. Importantly, the then Chief Minister had also said that there was no evidence for forced conversion in the state and that fears about love jihad were baseless. But it's not just Oomen Chandy. The Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, Kishan Reddy, has also acknowledged in Parliament in the year 2020 that no case of love jihad has been reported by any of the central agencies. Besides, a report by the New Indian Express states that Hinduism was the biggest gainer in Kerala in terms of new converts in the year 2020. 506 people converted that year, of which 241 converted to Hinduism, 144 to Islam and 119 to Christianity. Let's look at the second claim, that 32,000 girls from Kerala went to Syria and Yemen as ISIS militants. This number is just ridiculous because if 32,000 Indians left for places like Syria or Yemen or Afghanistan, then this would be a huge failure on the part of the Union government. So if anyone should contest the numbers put out by Sudipto Sen, it should be the Union government. After all, India has always taken pride in the fact that despite our huge Muslim population, our policies and the strong Muslim identity have ensured that not many joined terrorist groups like ISIS. And that's exactly what the numbers say. In February 2020, the Ministry of Home Affairs said that 177 persons with links to ISIS had been arrested between May 2014 and December 2019. That's 177 persons in 5 years. This was in an RTI response to the News Minute. The most number of arrests were from Tamil Nadu with 34. Maharashtra is second on the list with 26, followed by Uttar Pradesh with 25. Kerala saw 19 arrests Telangana 17, and Jammu and Kashmir 11. The reason why the number is high in Tamil Nadu can be attributed to the series of arrests made by the NIA in 2019. As far as Indians crossing the border and joining the Islamic State goes, a 2019 report by the Observer Research Foundation says that India recorded not more than 180 to 200 such cases, out of which Kerala accounted for about 40. This is a minuscule number, especially when you consider the fact that India has a huge Muslim population of 200 million. The same report also points out that the mainstream media tends to describe Kerala as a highly radical region of India, in particular the Malappuram district. The number of Muslims from the northern district involved in pro-Islamic State activities is 25 out of a population of 22 million Muslims, a statistically minuscule number. Given the outrage of the inflated numbers, it's not surprising that the Kerala story makers are now backtracking on the 32,000 figure. They've been unable to produce any factual evidence or official documents to back their claim. So on what basis are the makers now saying that the Kerala story is a compilation of true stories of 3 young girls? They could be referring to Sonia Sebastian aka Aisha, Merin aka Miriam, and Namisha aka Fatima, 2 Christians and a Hindu who converted to Islam, were radicalized and went to Afghanistan along with 18 others from Kerala in 2016. Extremist radicalization is not unheard of in Kerala and it needs to be addressed. As Sudipto himself said, even if one girl goes missing, it needs to be discussed. But where Sudipto goes wrong is in claiming that the numbers do not matter, while simultaneously publicizing a hugely inflated figure which he falsely claims reflects Islamist extremism, thereby aiding the Hindutva narrative which paints a majority of Muslims as extremists. That's all for this week, but before I go, I just want to quickly remind you that the Karnataka elections are approaching and we at the News Minute have been bringing you all of the news developments, a number of interviews as well as ground reports. So if you value the journalism that we've been doing here at the News Minute, do support us by becoming a member. Also subscribe to our YouTube channels. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button and share this video with your friends.